What up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to this edition of Mamba podcast. For those of you who don't know, my name is Jackson, and joining me on the other line is my man Drew Ruiz. What up, Drew?
Yo, what up, man? How you doing?
Good, bro. Good. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. Talking right about the thing that everyone's been talking about in the NBA, and it's not the playoffs. It's Lonzo Ball's shoes. Yeah, Drew. You texted me yesterday saying, "Yo, we need to jump on a pod and talk about this." So. Hey man, let me just fire off the bat. What do you think of him?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Right off top, like I was actually taken by surprise because the shoe is in itself is not bad looking. I mean,
yeah,
like I
low
said
key.
on Twitter, it's a collection of other shoes.
Right.
Obviously, you can see it, but it's not bad to the point where it's just like I don't know. I would rock it if it was the price was reasonable.
Yeah.
But I mean, at for $495,
I know.
I don't know,
Bro.
man. I think that's the part that kind of takes people where it's like, nah, I can't rock.
I know
like
exactly.
But,
No, yeah, because I mean, like I said, yeah, like you were saying, they're not like too bad. I mean, like I said, they look like a collection of like a bunch of different shoes, and like I get it, but like yeah. I mean, honestly, even if like people will probably buy them too, like just for like the irony of it to be funny, you know what I mean? Like it's like, oh yeah, I guess I'll just buy it because it's funny, whatever, to have these shoes, the Lonzo Ball shoes, and like with all the LeVar stuff.
Yeah.
But bro, $500, dude, like
yeah,
that is just crazy. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, and then also, I think I sent it to you too. Like the slides too, they have they're freaking like. Just regular ass slides,
yeah.
and those are like $220 or something like that.
Yeah, for real. That's the crazy part because, like, I think somebody posted a picture and it was like a picture of like Gucci,
The Gucci ones.
color brand, the Lonzo Ball slides, and it was like, yo, like which one you want? It's just wild, man.
I know.
Like,
Is it the same price?
$220 for slides.
It's the same price as like Gucci ones,
yes.
man. Like that's crazy. And I think who was it? Someone was like. I saw on Twitter, someone was like, you can pay for 2 pairs of the greatest basketball player ever shoe is still less than 1 pair of a college freshman's pair of shoes. You know what I mean? Like, and I was like, come on, man. But like, I mean, we were talking about it a little bit yesterday and stuff in our text, but I mean, like this dude LeVar, I mean, like, and I get the whole, like, any publicity is supposedly good publicity, even if it's kind of bad. But I mean, do you think that he's kind of, hurting Lonzo with all this, being all loud and crazy and, the big baller brand stuff?
You know what? Honestly, man, I don't think he's hurting him. Like, I don't think his draft stock's going to affect it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like Lonzo does a great job of blocking out all the unnecessary noise and follow Lonzo, you know that he's not outspoken like that.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are like, oh, LeVar's living through his kids and,
right.
this and that. But, I mean, for the most part, LeVar's going to do what he's going to do. And it affect his draft stock. It might, mess up, I don't know, endorsements and stuff.
Yeah.
But as far as draft stocks and what teams... people are like, I've been hearing, teams are going to pass on Lonzo Ball. And it's like, you know what? Honestly, this isn't the first time there's been a parent like this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to be the last time. The only difference is that, they've given LeVar a platform.
Exactly.
So, you know what I'm saying? He's just been speaking out on it. And a lot of people are on the fence about it, bro. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, this is just disrespectful. And what is he doing? He's exploiting his kids and using them as a cash cow, whatever. And then there's people like, well, if you're not setting the bar high for your kids, like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're setting them up to be mediocre. And it's been funny just to see it as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at things from all angles, man.
Exactly.
And, what he's doing, what are the kids doing, and the 3 boys, man, they're not really active on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't get into Twitter arguments, Instagram. if you notice, they keep to themselves, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? All they do is go out there and hoop.
Mm-hmm.
They go out there and hoop, and they control what they control.
Exactly.
Which is, you know what I'm saying? Like, play basketball, and that's it.
Exactly. Like, my younger cousin is the same grade as the youngest ball, and then he actually lives out in Chino Hills. And, like, he knows him from, like, growing up playing youth sports against him and stuff. And he's like, I asked him, I was like, hey, is he cool? And he's like, yeah, man, he's cool. Like, he's not, sometimes, like, a guy as popular, worldwide, not just in the state or the country, but worldwide, like, the Ball family is actually famous, like, and he's, like, so young, or to be so famous so young. And he's like, nah, he's not like a dick, or he's not like or anything like that. He's like actually like really a cool dude. And I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Because like I said, you've seen so many times like, like the best athlete in high school was like just like a dick to everybody or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said,
for sure.
But I mean, in this case, it's just the dad's being the one that's outspoken. And like you said, that's where I completely agree with you, where it's like as a parent, like. He just, he loves his sons, you know what I mean? Like, it's very obvious, like, he loves his son. And even before all the, like, more recently stuff, like, if you were to watch, I remember I watched a Chino Hills game on ESPN, like, 2 years ago or something. And then, like, they're interviewing him in the stand, and he's like, my boys are the best, and this and that. And he's like, they're always blah, blah, blah. And he was just, like, talking them up, and I'm like, damn, that's a real dad right there, like, that loves his kids,
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
But I just feel like he, some of the things he said, kind of coming out of left field, like he can beat, Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And stuff. But that's what I'm saying though. Like nowadays, you give somebody a platform who knows what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's funny because they keep putting
exactly.
I was gonna say microwave. They keep putting the microphone. They keep putting a microphone in front of him, and you know what I'm saying? Of course he's going to...
Exactly.
He came out on First Take, Sports Center, Sports Nation, so many damn podcasts across states and stuff. Like, this is what drives clicks, and LeVar Ball knows what he's doing, man. And it's funny. It's hilarious to me, because I'm sitting back, and I'm just like, man, this is... He's doing it his way, and he's getting people caught up in their feelings.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And then, like another, like you're saying, it drives the clicks and all that stuff. And so I was getting, me and my friends were getting in a little, like, kind of like a, not full on argument, but a discussion about it. And then I'm like, and even on Twitter too, you see it, like all, so he's doing all this crazy stuff because he's trying to get marketing for the big baller brand, obviously. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we were talking about it, and my friends were like, like, oh yeah, it's driving traffic to the website and stuff. I was like, yeah, sure it is. And maybe they make money off like website visits. But at the end of the day, the point of marketing is to get people to buy the product. And I mean, I don't know how many people have actually been to the website, but like other than the shoes, most of that gear is so boof that like, I mean, it's like basic shit that you can get anywhere. It looks like someone like, screen printed it in their house or from their garage, like something that I could do, you know what I mean? And they're charging like $50-$60 for it. And it's like, if you're going to like, I don't know, like, we were just talking about it, and then so we were going back and forth, like, well, it's a blah, 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 people are still going to buy it, like, and I was saying earlier, like, people would buy their stuff ironically, to be funny for a little bit, you know what I mean, but that only lasts so long, like, people didn't buy Jordan brand hasn't been around since 1980s, because people buying it ironically, you know what I mean, like, they're buying that shit because that shit's fire, like, and so, we were talking about that stuff, and finally it came down to, and I was like, hey, well, like, look, man, if you think it's going to work, like, we'll believe it when you like one of us buys it, and then we're like, hell no, we're not paying $50 for a basic hat. You know what I mean? Like, and so like ultimately, like, I mean, a lot of it too depends on whether or not Lonzo Ball actually balls out. You know what I mean? Like that might get more people to want to buy it. But I mean, just based off what you've seen so far, do you think that this big baller brand like can succeed at all?
You know what, man? I feel like it can, but it needs to be put in the right, people's hands. Like people who actually, I don't know who's on a big baller brand team. Exactly. But from the looks of it, it looks like they want to work inside out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who designed the footwear. I don't know who designed the clothes, and stuff like that. But I feel like you have to get a team behind it, because the strategy it's like LeVar, they painted this picture for a big baller brand. And I just feel like the execution is not there just yet. If they want it to be, what they talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's just the whole thing. Because like you said, like, who's going to pay $60 for, a screen printed shirt? Have there been people? I'm pretty sure there have.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking larger units. Like,
exactly.
How many units did you sell this year of Big Baller Brand,
mm-hmm.
And Big Baller Brand apparel? Sorry about that. And that's the thing where it's kind of like, I understand, like, set the bar. He's not going to come out. I didn't expect him to come out and sell $15 sneakers, like Starberry
mm-hmm.
or something,
like the Shaq shoes.
Yeah.
You're selling that shit at Kmart.
But at some point, you got to be realistic, man,
mm-hmm.
because I don't even think, if LeBron would have come out with a sneaker that's $495, I don't think he'd be able to sell a lot. Like, they can barely, like, majority of the Nike athletes can barely sell sneakers for full price that are over $150.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's really lopsided. Like, I understand it. You want to set the bar high, but I mean, at some point you got to be realistic, man. Because I remember I seen Lonzo Ball's newest sneaker was going to kind of be in the $200 range,
mm-hmm.
and I feel like that's even still a lot for A, a performance sneaker, and B, from a small independent brand to charge that out the gate.
Exactly.
And so it's hard, man. It's I don't know. It's going to definitely be interesting, though.
Yeah, and it's not like it's like some luxury designer brand or something. You know what I mean? Like,
no.
Then it's probably like they're probably just the same quality as the rest of the performance sneakers out there. But yeah, man, it's just that was pretty nuts. Just like how fast Twitter reacted to all that stuff yesterday. It was kind of like. I remember because like I first saw it and I was like, people are like, "Is this real?" Like, you know what I mean? Because some people, it's kind of like $495 for a pair of shoes from someone that's like, like out of nowhere from a random brand like that. Like, it was kind of like then finally like you saw like like Bleacher Report and like Slam and all that other stuff. Like started like they're like really starting to, like it's like, nope, this is real. Like this is really happening. And then like LeVar Ball came out and said like if you can't afford them then you're not a big baller. Like.
That's the thing that kind of was like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, what about for that kid who is a huge fan of the Ball brothers?
Exactly.
But, financially, it's his parents.
Yeah. Yo, Drew, you still there?
$95 sneaker to who?
Oh, my bad. You cut off for a little bit.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's cool.
Service out here spotty.
Yeah, I figured. But yeah, man, you're exactly right. Like, I actually just didn't think about that. But yeah, like. I mean, like, because they're young still, and so it's like kids probably look up to them and want to buy it. You know what I mean? Like,
of course.
Just like anything, it's like, the Curry shoes are ugly. We all know that. But, like, kids love Steph Curry. And, like, you look around, like, schools and playgrounds and stuff, and, like, kids are all wearing Currys. It's like, these things are ugly, but kids don't care. They just want to be like, they're like, oh man, like it was like, it's like when we were kids and Vince Carter had the Shocks and everyone's like, oh my god, am I gonna be able to dunk like Vince Carter if I wear these Shocks? And so everybody bought the Shocks, and those things were ugly, like they were really ugly. I can't lie, man. But you know what I mean. But like I said, like yeah, like for like $500, and then I think I saw somewhere that the bigger size shoes, like the size like 14s and 15s, like they're like an extra like $80 too.
They're an extra $200.
$200 for? Oh my gosh, even worse. Yeah, Jesus, that's even worse. Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's gonna be really, really interesting to see like what happened. And then as it is, they don't ship out till November 24th.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Like yeah, it's like that's like what. They're probably just doing the thing where like, well, let's see how many people actually want to buy them, and then we'll actually like make them so we don't lose money. Like, we don't want to make a whole bunch.
Like you couldn't even wear that to like Thanksgiving if you were planning on wearing it. You know what I'm saying? But it's but I mean, looking coming from a different angle now, I feel like it's a great accomplishment, for Lonzo.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
To have his own shoe, like what athlete doesn't want their own shoe.
Exactly.
And for this to be able to come to life, especially knowing where he's from, a small city outside of LA, played for a small public school, and just all the attention that, the Ball brothers have gotten over the past, couple of years. I think this is good, man. This this is good, and I mean, I'm happy for him, and you know, this is a great moment for the Ball family as a whole, because I know how much of a tight knit group, you know, the family is, and you know, this is you know, special for them. Aside from how outrageous the prices are and whatever opinion you have, you know, in regards to LeVar Ball.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you mentioned that, because I mean, that's kind of getting lost in all this. Like, this dude is like, you know, probably what, 19 years old, already has his own pro model sneaker. Like, he's got his own like clothing line and stuff like that. Like, you really think about it, it's like Shaq was probably the most popular player in the world. You know what I mean? Like during his like peak time when he was with the Lakers and stuff. And like that's when he's like, you know what? Finally, I'll decide to make my own stuff. And even though it didn't really sell, like it took him to like, hey man, maybe I can do this. You know, but it made him like that level. Like what other like exactly? And then
different avenues.
Exactly, and then it's like what other like 19-year-old is like starting their own like, you know, professional model, you know, sneaker or clothes or anything like that. And like I said, it's just kind of getting lost in it. Like, it could work out, you know what I mean? Like, if he actually like hoops like as well as everyone thinks he can, including myself, then, like I said, it actually might work out for him.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's just gonna be funny, you know, just to really see it over the next couple months. And I would love for him to come to LA, but you know, I feel like he's gonna be a great fit wherever he goes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That he doesn't. You know that, but where it gets mixed up, man, is that a lot of people don't like Lonzo specifically because of his and really they're really polar opposites, man. I mean,
yeah, they really are. It's pretty crazy. And then, like, you know, it's like people are saying, like, you know, LeVar, like, why doesn't Lonzo say something and tell him to stop? And it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you tell your dad, you know what I mean? Like, how many times do people, like, you know, like, like trying to, like, talk back to your dad or something like that? It's like, man, I know, it's like, I couldn't be able to do something like that, like, if my dad was acting all crazy and stuff, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard, like, that's like, fuck, it's like, that's my dad, like, I wouldn't be here without him, and then that's hard, like, that's why they always say, don't let family get involved in business, but, I mean...
What I was gonna say was that I think a lot of people may feel like, you know, LeVar's exploiting his sons, and they may feel that, you know, he might be forcing them, but I don't think. I think that it's all a collective effort. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, oh, this is what we're gonna do, and you guys are gonna like it, and that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure all the boys have input, and you know, it's a collective effort to like, hey, you know what? We're different. Our games are different. Like, you know, our names are different. Like, let's create our own lane. You know, let's do it together, because I'm doing it with people that I've grown up with, that I've lived, you know, majority of my life with.
Exactly, and it's, like I said, that's a good point, because it's not like, you know, like the Jackson family, like Michael and Tito and Jermaine and all those guys, where like the dad would, like, you know, like lock them in the basement or whatever and like make them practice singing and, like, you know, beat them in. It's not like that, you know what I mean? Like, the dad's just like, hey, like, literally the dad's just trying to live vicariously through his sons, and he's not like trying to take advantage of them or anything. He's just like, you know, like, hey, an opportunity is arisen. Let's all like win together, you know, kind of thing. So
yeah, for sure.
Because you know that you know, like, you know, the rest of them are gonna, you know, try to get. He's gonna try to get the rest of them their own stuff too, you know, like. So.
It's funny, man. I just need LeVar Ball to either have his own podcast or come out on like an interlude. It's like some rapper needs to bring him out.
Just
like,
get it.
So just like him and Diddy out here, you know, talking mess, man. That'd be funny.
That would. I can't lie. But yeah, man. So yeah, like I said, that wasn't all that was talking about. You know, we do have some actual basketball going on, not just off the court, but on the court. So what do you think of the second round of playoffs going on so far?
Yeah, it's been crazy. You know, that Washington Boston game yesterday was just
nuts,
was crazy,
right?
And yeah. I mean, John Wall and you know, I think I told you months ago, John Wall was really, you know, I think this was a season where it was kind of like, yo, like, you guys are not gonna. It was John Wall's statement season, and I feel like after game 2, where, you know, he had 40 points. Don't get me wrong, he had a hell of a game, but when it came to make plays down the stretch, I feel like he was nowhere to be found, and Isaiah, really took over that role. And I mean, I need 7. I need 7 games, man. That's it. Like, I'm not taking anything less than 7.
Exactly. I mean,
I like that series.
Like I said, like we haven't. What's up?
No, go for it.
Oh yeah, because we haven't like, everyone always talks about like, oh, there's no rivalries anymore. It's not like how it used to be, like in the '90s and stuff like that in the '80s. But I mean, this is the closest thing we're getting to. Like Isaiah Thomas said it best in the press conference. Like, they don't like the Wizards. The Wizards don't like them. Like, and it is what it is, man. And they're just trying to win, and it's good because, like I said, and then the refs are letting it go a little bit. Like. I mean, minus the Kelly Oubre freaking trying to truck Kelly Olynyk.
That was crazy. Like, Kelly lost his head, man.
I know.
It was two Kellys going at it.
I know, yeah. And then that
was crazy.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I think, and like I was saying, I think he might get suspended because he actually hit the ref too. Like, I mean, like I said, like it's like he didn't really like it's just whatever. He got in the guy Kelly Olynyk's face, but he actually hit the ref. And you know how like they take don't put your hands on a ref all seriously. So I mean. Who knows? Because, I mean, he's actually, their best bench guy, right? Kelly Oubre?
I would say, yeah, like, coming into the playoffs, I was like, somebody's going to be good on one of these teams. And I felt like the person could be Kelly Oubre. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can knock down the three-pointer, and he can just be a valuable asset, to the team. But he has to understand, man, you can't lose your cool like that.
Exactly.
I understand. You're frustrated in the moment. He got 2 hard screens by Kelly Olynyk, but to go out of his way, to charge at him, and then boom, you get ejected. That could have been a pivotal moment in the game where play a factor. But I think it's just his use because for the most part, man, it's, hey, you know what? Someone on the Wizards should have been like, all right, dog, like, we're going to foul Kelly on the way down. We're going to set the tone. You don't do stuff like that. And it's just going to be interesting to see what happens now. Like, if they suspend him, obviously they're going to fine him. But, I just want to know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
Because it's not, it's not really too, like, NBA guys don't like to be fouled.
No.
They're prima donnas. So, this one was just different, though, because he physically got up and charged right at Kelly Olynyk.
Exactly.
So
and
I
then,
think the league might come out with some stuff.
Because a lot of it, too, is like they look for, like, the intent or whatever. You know what I mean? Because he got up and, like, he was, like, clenching his fist like he was going to start. Like, I thought he was going to sock him. I was like, oh, shit, dude. Like, and then he's, like, just, just, like, trucked him and stuff. But yeah, like what else do you like so far? I mean, I thought the Rockets were gonna run away with it, and then the Spurs came out and kicked their ass right back in game 2. But man, they lost Tony Parker, man.
Man, that one was crazy. After game 1, when I was watching it, I was like, damn, like Houston is just. There was a point where they couldn't miss.
Exactly.
They missed a lot of shots that they usually make, and I was having a conversation with someone, and I was like, the Rockets could have easily got 150. Like, had they made half of the shots that they missed, the Spurs were going to adjust. You're a great organization, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you're a team like the Spurs. You make adjustments, and a lot of people that weren't a factor in game 1, came out to play in game 2. The only negative about it now is Tony Parker. Yeah. I mean, you don't ever want to see anybody get hurt in the game, especially someone like Tony.
Exactly.
He's a veteran. He's in year 16. And it's crazy, man. It's I don't know the exact injury.
He tore his quad tendon.
Right?
Quad, the one that holds that holds your quad, the bottom of your quad to the top of your knee. Yeah, he tore that.
It's really, it sucks, man.
It does. It does.
But I would hope, he gets a speedy recovery and, he's back on the court soon. But it would just suck to see Tony Parker, hang it up, ending his career on an injury, man.
Exactly. And then also, just for the sake of what's up? Hello, can you hear me?
I was just going to say that now. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Now it just opens up the door. It opens up the door for somebody else. Patty Mills.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see more of DeJounte Murray.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's another series that I like. The Cavs and the Raptors one, it's like, man, I hope,
The Raptors,
Toronto can get one.
yeah, they realize that the playoffs started. You know what I mean?
For real, man, it's crazy. Like, you'd be like, yo, like, it's time to turn it up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the series. But I mean, I think they're obviously they're playing great basketball right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what else. The Jazz and the Warriors.
Yeah.
I'm still low key. I'm still a little salty just because I wanted to see. I feel like the Clippers one would have been not better, but I feel like everyone was rooting for Clippers Warriors.
Yeah, everyone wanted it. It would have. I mean, it might not have been more competitive, but I think.
No. I know exactly what you mean, but yeah, man, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they sweep either. Like, I feel don't get me wrong, the Jazz, they have a really great team, and it's been amazing to watch them. But I don't think they have what it takes to win a couple.
Yeah, like I was saying,
maybe they might get one at home.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like if
really make it a series. I don't think so.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I was saying, like the Jazz could win one if literally everybody is hitting. You know what I mean? Like they get Rodney Hood's making his threes, Ingles is making his threes, DL's making threes, and Gordon Hayward puts up 40, and maybe the Warriors just completely go dry. But that's about the only chance, and if they'd have to, you know what I mean? But.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I just want to see Rockets, Warriors, Boston, Cleveland, and I'm straight, man. Right. I honestly want to just bypass all this right now. Like, what's going on?
Exactly, yeah, because we kind of know what it's going to be, but then I mean, that's good. That's, you kind of brought that up, but the next thing I was going to ask is, do you think anyone has a chance to beat the Warriors or the Cavs? And you just mentioned you think that it could be, you think that the next round will be the Celtics and the Rockets facing them. Between the Rockets and the Celtics, which team do you think has the chance to beat the Cavs or the Warriors?
In the finals, or the Western Conference and Eastern Conference finals?
No, to beat them in the Western Conference, Eastern Conference finals.
Oh, okay. So, man, I feel like here it's going to be the Rockets, just because they're just so deadly, man. You have guys like Ryan Anderson and Eric Gordon that are just crazy from deep, and you look at the kind of shots that Ryan Anderson takes, and bro, he's like he's like more than 3 feet behind the 3-point line.
Yeah, he's been heat checking.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he'll make those. Like, but people are like, he won't make it. But bro, know what I'm saying? He'll make those, and I feel like now they can compete with the Warriors. Which they can make the game interesting, especially James at point guard. James at point guard is something else. And just the way everybody else is playing, so I'm gonna have to roll with the Rockets here, man.
Nah, yeah, because I was thinking the same thing. Because if you listen to the Bill Simmons podcast, he kind of explains it the best. He says if you just do the math, they could just outmath the Warriors, just on the sheer amount of threes that they take. You know what I mean? If they take 50 threes in a game, which is not out of the realm of possibility, and they make 30 of them, that's 90 points just on threes. You know what I mean? That's crazy. So it's and then they're gonna get their free throws and their stuff like that. So it's just like I said, if they play like they played in Game 1 against the Spurs, then yeah, we'll definitely have a good series. But I was trying to think about maybe could the Celtics beat the Cavs, but as we've seen, the Cavs definitely were holding off on the old on switch and saving it until the playoffs. Because everyone that was trying to say, the Cavs, do they, can they turn it around because they did so poorly at the end of the season? They definitely were just kind of. It seemed like they were just, waiting until the playoffs in order to flip the switch.
Yeah, just like that Nike campaign.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Yep.
Especially for a team like the Cavs, man. But I don't know, man.
Oh, Drew, you there?
You know, maybe a game or two, but to sit here and beat the Cavs, especially the type of basketball that the Cavs are playing right now, I don't know, man. I can't. I got to rock with the Cavs here.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I know exactly what you mean. I mean, it's just because the Celtics. I mean, as great of a story it would be, considering everything that's going on with Isaiah Thomas, for the Celtics to go to the finals or something. Like I said, it's just I don't think like as dominant as the when they go small with all the guards has been. I just don't know if they can really find a way to if just to stop LeBron. You know what I mean? And then we haven't seen a Kyrie go crazy game yet either. And that's that's coming pretty soon. And he's probably waiting until the Eastern Conference Finals to turn that on. You know what I mean? Because it's almost like you watch it and it's like, man, Kyrie could put up 30 right now if he wanted to, but it's like he's kind of like he's like he's kind of gauging, he's trying to save his energy because he's like I don't need to get this right now, I can wait.
Yeah, man, it's something else though. But I just wanted to put somebody on skates.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we need something like that.
Yeah, I mean, Steph was pretty good when he put Gobert in the washing machine the other night. Dude, I saw that. That was pretty good. I can't front. That was nice, but yeah, man. I mean, looks like we're headed to another rematch. And I mean, if we get that rematch, who do you think would win, the Warriors or the Cavs?
Yeah, man, that's something too. When I talk to people, when we talk like finals and stuff, man, it's it's hard because like Golden State with KD, like they're gonna be roasted, for years to come, especially after blowing the lead last year. But I think if it's Warriors Cavs in the finals, I gotta go with the Cavs. I gotta see LeBron. I gotta run with the Cavs, man.
Dang, man, because I'm pretty sure that the Warriors are favored.
And LA, and Laker fan, but I'm a witness, man.
Yeah, I know what you mean exactly. Like
I would just like to see. I feel like if LeBron, they win again this year, like people really can't say anything about LeBron.
Exactly.
Because he still catches heat. Like that's a given. But I feel what he did last year. Man.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. That's what I'm gonna roll with. I mean, I may be wrong, but
yeah, because I mean, I like it though. I like it when because everyone's picking the Warriors. I think Vegas has them favored right now and everything, and all the people are saying that who can stop them, and KD's playing out of his mind, and Steph and Clay, Draymond, and like all the favorites to win the NBA Finals or the MVP Finals, I think are all Warriors, other than LeBron, obviously, but just have to wait and see, man. Like I said, I mean, either way it'll be a good series because, I mean, like one, the rematch element of it is always good, and two, I mean, the teams, it's like, even though they just added KD and a couple other guys, I mean, like, and the same thing with the Cavs, like these teams are completely different than last year. If you really look at it, like the philosophies of the teams are different, and I don't know. I think it'll just be like just hopefully it goes 7 games for the finals, because I mean, because like on the Cavs side, like they literally just have a bunch of shooters around LeBron who all can come in at any point and be fresh because they only have to play like 10, 12 minutes at a time. Like Darren Williams. I mean, who'd have thought like Darren Williams still had something left in the tank? Like, you know what I mean? Like he's out here, he's actually like playing quality minutes, and like like all he has to do is just hang out in the corner and like drive and kick and stuff like that and find the open shooter or just find LeBron cutting down the lane. But I mean, like I said, it's like I said, I hope for a little bit of a shakeup with something going on, but I think we're headed for another Warriors Cavs finals.
Yeah, man, I don't really see anything else. Honestly, like it's there's and it kind of sucks.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, what I'm saying, like everybody knows who are the top 2 teams to beat.
Exactly.
Like those are if you're in the West, you gotta beat the Warriors. If you're in the East, that the big homies are the Cavs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
Exactly.
gotta get past them.
Exactly. And then everyone's trying to talk about, there's more. They're trying to get more parity in the league now and stuff like that. And it's like, dude, there's never going to be any parity like that in the league as long as the Warriors are built the way they're still built, and as long as LeBron's in the East. The only way is if LeBron goes to the West, and then the East will just be wide open. Like, who knows?
The East is wide open for somebody, and somebody could go, get LeBron's. I don't know, be in that LeBron role now.
Exactly.
As the top dude in the East.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's all right. So that's all I kind of really want to talk about today. I mean, we mainly talk about what we want to do with the shoes, man. Because I mean, that was definitely the biggest talking point of the last couple of days.
Oh yeah, for real. That's so hilarious, man.
Yeah, man.
It's great.
So you got anything upcoming that you can talk about or anything like that?
As of now, I can't really, say what's like next.
Mm-hmm.
But I got some pretty cool stuff coming up, man.
Nice, man.
The summer's coming.
Yeah.
So it's like that's when I'm the most, that's when I'm the busiest.
Uh-huh.
So yeah. So I got some good stuff coming in. A couple months ago, I'm also doing some stuff with FIBA. Sorry about that. I'm just driving right now.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. So I've been doing stuff with FIBA 3-on-3.
Oh.
And that's cool. Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool. A lot of great guys on that team, and yes, it's been a tremendous experience, man. I'm excited to see, where 3-on-3, goes, and if it can be cleared to be an Olympic sport, for Tokyo in 2020.
Nice, man. All right, cool, man. So yeah, let everyone know where they can follow you and stuff.
Twitter, man, is Drew Ruiz 90.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram is Drew Ruiz, and those are like the two platforms that I'm on the most. So, for the most part, it's just all hoops, sneakers, events I'm at, stuff like that. And yeah, man, it's just anything hoop related, like I'm with it. So, yeah.
All right, man. Hey, Drew, thanks again, bro. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's all love.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, man. You too.
So yeah, make sure you guys follow Drew and everything that he does, like on Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. Look him up. And like I said, if you like what you heard, go ahead and subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. You can follow me too and all the ads down below. And again, thanks for listening, however you're listening. Thanks for watching, however you're watching. And hope you guys enjoy the weekend. We got a big fight this weekend. Make sure you guys watch. And hope you guys have a happy, safe, and responsible Cinco de Mayo out there tonight. So catch you guys in the next one. Peace.